Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe. Today I'm going to be doing my review on my Mima Kobi PRAM, which I thought I had done ages ago, and I looked through all my videos and apparently I haven't done a review. So here it is. The first thing I'm going to say is it is a looker. Everyone stops you and comments about it, and a lot of males seem to like this pram. It's quite strange, but in my experience, males seem to like it. It is all white leatherette, and the hood has like a shell design, so it's like a hard shell, and it has 3 pieces. So it goes back 1, 3, like that. So that is the hood completely down, or you can take it off and then you do the same to pull it back up. This is in bassinet mode, and it is at the top setting. So you can actually move the pram up and down via the little levers either side, like that. And then you can also, so that's sitting down now, or you can move it up higher and closer to you, whatever suits you. This feature is top and bottom, so I believe that you should have the pram up on the higher setting, either when it's in bassinet mode or when you're using it in double mode. So yes, it does have the option to add a second seat down the bottom, which I personally don't really like. It's too close together for my likings, and I feel like it's, way too squishy. But I will show you that. So this, the hood, we have an adjustable handlebar, which is awesome. All the way down, all the way up, you just have the 2 buttons on the side to adjust it. Another thing that's really bothering about this pram, but it's okay when you're out in public because all the sound drowns it out, but when you move it, it's so creaky and loud. And this is a very expensive pram. For a pram like that, I didn't think that it would be as squeaky. So I'm going to take this boot cover off and I will show you inside the bassinet, which is a good size bassinet, which I can't get, there we go, to take the boot cover off. And here is your bassinet. You can get a cup holder as an add-on extra, and the belly bar does come off, so the button is just right here. So you press that, and that will release your belly bar, which will just go up and down. I'll just show you the belly bar again. So I'm pressing the button, and then it will lift up and down. For you, the coolest thing about this pram, which is the bassinet actually packs up and goes into the seat when you don't want the bassinet anymore. So just over here, this is a complete Mima seat, which has the seat and the bassinet in it, and I'll show you just in a minute how you can tell the difference. So here it is. These here are the actual pram fittings. So you can see this is where the pram locks in, and the shell over here that's sitting back up there doesn't have the extra parts hanging out here. That's because it's being used currently on the bassinet mode. So if we're wanting to get into a bassinet, all we do is unzip our seat on both sides, all the way around, and it will actually unfold like this. And inside, like I was saying, the bassinet fabric is in here. The frame is actually attached to the bassinet. If I were to pop this up, inside are these little bits, and they need to push right on under the metal lip, and they'll make the sides of the bassinet stay up. To put it back together, make sure it's the right way. Go straight back in here. Making sure that those little bits line up, and you just zip it straight back up. So when you zip it up, make sure that this little part here is sticking out, and also your lever to adjust your seat is on the back, and that needs to come through the white shell as well. So this is one seat, and we're just going to leave this one in the bassinet mode. These always stay here. These are the attachments for the second seat. I will show you them very quickly. This is what they look like, and like on the top these are the little parts that you move up and down. It's a lot easier to do it without the seat on and one at a time. So these are the same thing up here. We can also see into our basket we have this hard shell, which is basically like your nappy bag that comes out if you want it to. Before I put the seat on, I was just going to show you guys the basket. This is the bag that comes out, and then of course you do have a normal functioning basket in there. It's quite shallow, but it is quite large. So I mean, you could put a bunch of bags in there if you wanted to. This is your nappy bag. So it comes with the clear case, the nappy changing pad, and it's also got, I've got some clips in here that go on the seat when you're not using the belly bar, like this. So they just go in the ends when you don't have a bar on there. And you've got a few pouches in here, so it's quite handy. And you've got a zipper. I find that very useful, and if I take the Mima out, I definitely use this as the nappy bag, and maybe hang like, I got some pram clips and hang some small bags off the top if I need to, some light shopping or something. Okay, so back to adding the second seat on to the pram. Just slide it in. It will only face forward with the seat on, and click it in to position. You're not going. There we go. So with the bassinet and the seat on, you can see there's not much clearance here. If you did have the bassinet and the seat on, you should probably put the bassinet at the bottom. So I will show you what that looks like. Okay, so here is the pram set up in double mode with the bassinet down the bottom and the toddler seat up top, so that's 6 months and up. I just put it together and I'm not minding it as much as what I used to. There's a little bit more room in there than what I remember. I think that's because there's a seat and a bassinet. I believe last time I tried it, I'm going to look for the photos, but I did a bassinet and the other bassinet, and it's just like there's hardly any room in between. But this seat will only ever face forward. However, this one can change ways, so I can also have it the other way. So to take the seat off, press in the sides and lift up. And then we can swap it around to this way. And it's just that it takes a little bit more room from that baby down there to have a sleep. But to adjust the top seat on the back is a lever. There is 3 seating positions, so lying down is 1, halfway is 2, and then they can also sit up. But you cannot have a newborn baby lying down here with the other baby sitting up facing you, because that would just not make sense. There's no room for the baby. However, if they are an older child, just face them the other way and it would be fine. Harnesses are really cool, so unzip this, you can like slide these off and you just pick this whole piece up and choose another spot for it, and then you put this little bit in that just fills it in and holds the foam in place. It's very easy to wipe down, but it does get marked very easily, especially with little fingers, so that's probably the biggest con about owning a white pram.
One thing I forgot to talk about was the harness. So the harness is actually a splitting 5-point harness, so that means it splits into all 5 pieces. And to put it together, you have to, with one hand, I don't know how this is going to work, like that. And then it will go into this part here. But it is like a cheaper style harness, which is weird. I mean, they've made it really cool with these, which is like their own custom thing, but this end is just like a standard harness that you can just buy online, like a cheaper one. But I mean, that's okay. It still does the job. It's not really hard. I do like that it splits into 5 pieces. It's more modern. But I can't even do it, mainly because I have one hand. I guess that should just go straight in. There we go. There we go. And there's the 5-point harness.
Okay, so it is like a few days later and I was editing the video and I just realised that I've got to show you guys how this pram folds down. With this pram, you have to have both of the seats off to fold it down. So to take the seats off, like I showed you last time, is thumb under the belly bar and then the pointer fingers go on the buttons. So I will do a close-up of that. Here is the button and the thumb is under the belly bar. So both sides, and push and lift. And the seat is off. So once the seat is off, we're left with just the frame, which is exactly what it looks like. Even if you have the double mode, you still have to take both of the seats off. So to fold, we have to take the cup holder off as well, as these other levers here and they will slide up, going over the cup holder. Whoops. We're going to press the safety that is on the left hand side when you're standing behind the pram and pull both of the levers up towards you. It will lift to the ground, it will glide to the ground, and then you push the front of it forwards like that. It's a larger fold, but it is also the double pram capacity. So with the double pram, you're always going to have a larger frame. You can also leave the nappy bag in there to fold it down, and it does have a safety on the inside, again on the left hand side. So to fold it out and get it out of the car, lean forward and you push your safety in towards the frame, grab the handlebar, lift forward and it will click up, and then pull back and it snaps in place. Then you just add your seat on again. So I'll just put the cup holder on because it's on the top of the bassinet. And I'll grab the bassinet again. Oh, there goes my dress. And click it in both sides, make sure it's lined up. And your pram's good to go. I actually do like the fold on this one. It's nice and easy and you don't have to strain too much. It basically just pushes down nice and easy. You don't have to like force it or anything. Personally, I would have the pram mostly in single mode. If I did use it with 2, it is possible to have your brand new newborn down the bottom facing forward, and then your older baby would have to be facing forward as well. If not, use it as a single mode, take the apron off, and then you've got a really big basket to put all of your shopping in. I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys.